I come out blown away. And let me tell you something. When we have the return of Sue, the return of Trent's mom. Let me tell you something. I have not marked out in a long time.
It's everything you could want, man.
That's my wrestling mom. This match was better than any Edge match he's had in WWE since his comeback.
What are you talking
A
about?
Spanish Fly, the 5-star frog that you get on top rope. Like, come on.
Oh.
Like, come on, man.
Laredo Kid did like 5 Spanish Flies. I don't care.
Yes.
So then do you see a potential Tony Khan Triple H match?
No. I can see a Cody Rhodes and Triple H match.
Oh my God, a Cody AEW and Triple H NXT match.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good.
That would be so good. But the question is, does Triple H go over?
I really hope he does not go over.
You know, Jericho slammed MJF with like a Pepsi machine, and so now I call him the Ayatollah of Pepsi Cola. What is up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Finisher. My name is Roger, aka Beefy Supreme. And to my left is Ace Styles.
What's up? What's good? It's your boy Ace Styles.
What is up? A jam-packed AEW week. We'll cover a little bit of Wrestlemania as well, but I want to start off just a little bit. I want to start off talking about Arcade Anarchy. We had Best Friends missing Trent. We had Chuck and Orange Cassidy against Miro and Kip Sabian. What did you think?
Okay, can I just start off by saying, I always say this, but I don't care. I'm always blown away. I always have low expectations. I always go into an AEW main event. I did the same thing with Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. I go in, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be an okay match. And I guess because I'm so conditioned with how WWE does their booking, how they always do their main events. And I went in there thinking, okay, it's going to be Arcade Anarchy. They're going to go in there. It's going to be a lame match, whatever. But what it is, well, let's see what happens, right? I come out blown away. and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When we have the return of Sue, the return of Trent's mom. Let me tell you something. I have not marked out in a long time, but when her mama came back and said, that's my wrestling mom.
We have the return of Kris Statlander. We have the return of Trent.
We can't forget about that. We can't forget about that. Kris Statlander, I missed her so much. I'm so glad she's back too.
Yeah. She appeared out of nowhere. We had Legos used as a weapon. We had Sue drop off her kid. It's everything you could want, man.
Hold on. Can we talk about, and I do want to say something first. Can we talk about Kris Statlander? Can we talk about how, I don't know if they did this, but can we talk about how they paid homage to Toy Story in the crane and how she's an alien, right? And so they picked her out and she comes in there, they threw her, and it's just great, man. It's great. Now, granted, I don't know if it's paying homage, but when I saw her come out of the little toy crane game, I immediately thought Toy Story with little green aliens because she's an alien. So I mean, I put two and two together.
Maybe
I'm reaching again. Yeah. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. But I thought it was cool. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's pretty badass. But man, Penelope Ford got knocked out when that plexiglass hit her.
There was a lot. I didn't expect it to be so. I don't know why. You're right. I think the way to go in is with low expectations because you know what? This feud has been kind of lingering for a bit.
Yeah.
So I think people were kind of like, all right, it'll be okay. They blew us out, man. Okay, Miro, are you okay where he's on the card right now? Are you happy with his progress?
I know there's a lot of people who want more Miro. And I know there's a lot of people who say he belongs in the main event picture. He belongs in that. No. And I'll tell you why. It's all about the slow build, baby. It's all about building them slothfully, building them slowly. And I said that because we look at different characters, we look at different people, and it's always hot shot, right? And we do this all the time in WWE. There's a new toy in the building. We shine him up, we pull him up, and then that's it. Then he's going back down. There's the AJ Styles. It's continuous. I think what they're doing with Miro is so great because he's continuously there. We continuously see him, and even this match, he excelled every time he's on. He just feels every time when he's on the screen, he delivers, and he makes you more interested.
You're right. You know, when Trent returned, they gave the people what we wanted.
Exactly.
They're kind of just like a fun tag team, but he returns and it's a huge deal. Everyone hugs in the ring and we're invested. And they're doing the same with Miro. I feel like these are people that, like, again, you wouldn't think this is even a main event type of match if you were in WWE. But it is here and it's worth it. And the crowd goes wild. Everyone's happy. I was happy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing. If you were on the Twitterverse, because again, since we have no fans, we can't gauge it, and we use Twitter to gauge what's happening in the ring. Everybody was talking about how this main event and how the entire Dynamite, top to bottom, was honestly the greatest show they ever watched. And I myself is like, yeah, it was a damn good show. It was. I'm not gonna say it's the best show we've ever seen, but it was a damn good show. I think top to bottom it was a great show. And even with this match, Miro shined, looked amazing. Trent coming back looked amazing. Orange Cassidy looked amazing. The fact that they used Legos, like, come on, man.
Those hurt. Legos hurt.
Yeah. By the way, they made rubber ones now.
You what?
They made rubber ones now.
Wait, they make rubber Legos?
they made rubber Legos now.
That takes away the fun.
I know. It's so stupid. But anyways, yeah.
But I like that because usually the trope is that you use thumbtacks and they threw us in for a loop. So yeah. I like that. Ace, I like that you go in with low expectations here because I hope you went in with low expectations for this next topic. Christian Cage's debut against...
I hate your transition.
I'm just saying, man. Frankie Kazarian and Christian Cage, they finally had their match on AEW. They were both sweating like some sweaty pigs out there. Granted, I know the humidity is crazy in Florida. Please, I want to know. What do you think?
Okay, this is very controversial, but I don't care. I don't care. You're going to hear it here first on the Weekly Finisher. This match was better than any Edge match he's had in WWE since his comeback.
What are you talking about?
And I say that because I sat there Wednesday night live on TNT. And I sat there on my couch and I said, let me see this match. I went in with low expectations. Because I'll tell you right now, I'll tell everybody, I'll tell the world. I'm not a big Christian Cage fan. Never been. I didn't care about one more match. I didn't care about his feud with Randy Orton. I didn't care about any of that. Nah. He always was a good B-plus player. But everybody in the back always loved him. Oh, he had great psychology. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. Okay, hey, I'm a great worker too. You go to my work, but oh yeah, he's number one. It's same shit. But here's the thing though. I went in Wednesday night and I said, let me see, impress me. And boy, was I impressed.
Okay, Ace. Okay, first of all,
was I impressed.
This was his best match out of any of his single matches in WWE.
I didn't say that. I'm saying this is the best matches he's had that I've seen him in. This is the best matches I've seen that I actually liked.
He was in TLC matches.
Yeah, I know. And who shined brighter? Was it him or Edge?
What are you talking about? They were both phenomenal.
Look, fam. Look, besides the TLC matches, give me one match that you were like.
Besides the TLC matches, you can't say that.
Okay, I'm not. All I'm saying is this. You're taking my words out of context. All I'm saying is since Edge has been back, and I'm comparing it to Edge coming back. I'm saying that since Edge has been back, he has not delivered any good matches. I'm saying this is Christian's first match. This is Christian's first match back on live television, and he looked phenomenal. He looked phenomenal and it looked amazing, and I thought it was great. He threw out a Spanish fly. He went in there selling. Frankie Kazarian was bouncing. Hey, that was by far a great match.
Here are my issues. So Christian was a great tag team player. When he started going off into singles competition in WWE, he didn't get the push that he wanted. He was getting hot reactions on SmackDown. Yeah. He wasn't getting pushed. So he went to TNA. Let me tell you something. Christian in TNA was phenomenal. I don't know if people followed him. And in fact, his match against Frankie Kazarian in TNA, they had a ladder match there. Yeah. A billion times better than this.
What's in the ladder match?
A billion times better than this. So we said this before, maybe it's not his fault. Christian signed as a big deal here. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of got sleepy. Yeah, the match was okay. It was average. But if you're like a big deal and you have a shirt that says outwork everyone, and if you're coming in as a big shot, you better deliver. You better be coming in hot. I don't want a slow-paced match. I want hot stuff. I want smoke coming out of my eyes. and I didn't get that. I'm sorry. Christian is really underperforming right now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He is, because you're the big name coming in. Like, you have to blow me out of the water. And you can't tell me that anyone's going to talk about this match a year from now. So you didn't blow anyone out of the water.
I mean, the same could be said with Edge coming back in his lame match with Randy Orton. They had the greatest WrestleMania. No. But that's my issue, though. That's my issue, though. It's the same thing. You're talking about Edge coming back and having a great match. But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing, though. The reason why I bring up Edge is because if you look at that match, if you look at the Christian Cage versus Frankie Kazarian match, yes, I get it. Maybe it bored you to sleep. Fine. It's very old school.
No, it's not old school. It's just not a quality match.
I thought it was a quality match. That's what I don't understand. A Spanish Fly, the 5-star frog that you get on top rope. Like, come on.
Oh.
Like, come on, man.
Laredo Kid did like 5 Spanish Flies. I don't care.
Yes. But but this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. Here's a guy who hasn't been in the ring for 7 years, and he was pulling all the stuff.
He just wrestled at the Royal Rumble 3 months ago.
That's not wrestling. That's not
what
wrestling.
Is that?
That's staying in the corner. Oh, it's my turn? Okay.
That's what a Royal Rumble is?
Yes, it is. If you go back and watch the Royal Rumble, 9 times out of 10, they're in the corner catching their breath while somebody's doing their finishers on each other.
1 time out of 10, you have someone like Christian who's the final 4 in the Royal Rumble, and he delivers the whole time. I'm sorry. You're being way too easy on Christian Cage.
I'm not being way too easy. No, I'm not being, because I just told you myself I didn't like Christian Cage.
You said he did a Spanish Fly.
Yeah, and I thought it was great. I've never said, how old is Christian Cage?
I don't know, 60?
Yeah, if he's 60 doing a Spanish Fly, come on. Like, come on. You just answered it. Come on. Like, I get it. I get what you're saying. But
I'm sorry. Ric Flair, if he came out, he wouldn't do a Spanish Fly, but he'd have the whole audience wooing. Woo! I'm sorry. The fact, I feel like you didn't watch the match completely. Maybe because you were asleep. I'm going to need you to go back and rewatch it. And then you have to go back and rewatch it. And I said this because of this. I came in there thinking, okay, it's going to be a squash match, 1, 2, 3. No. They legitimately told a story in that match. I didn't know who was going to win. What's the story? Put Roger to sleep?
No, it put you to sleep because I don't know what you do. You probably was tired from work. You didn't get another food in your belly. But I had food in my belly and it was good.
When you start off the show like that, and then you continue with like Kenny Omega and Laredo Kid and the Lucha Brothers, and you have that type of action, and you're telling me that Christian Cage performed? Get out of here.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm sorry. You're being a little bit too harsh on Christian. A little bit too harsh.
I'm sorry. Should I send him a gift basket?
No, it's not it. And I say that because like what more did you want, fam? Like legitimately, what more did you want? But that's my thing though. They told a story. In and out, they told a story.
What's the story?
The story is, here's a guy coming back from 6 years, right? He's been out the ring for 6 years, man. This is a match, again, Royal Rumble is completely different. You can go back and listen to what everybody says. Royal Rumble, yes, it's one of the hardest matches ever if you're in there for a long time. The man, if you go back and watch the Royal Rumble, he was in the corner not doing nothing. He came in, did some kill switches, then he sit in the corner. Same thing with Edge. He was in the match for I don't know how long, and all he did was in the corner, sitting down, catching his breath. I'm sorry, it's not the same match.
It's wrestling in the Royal Rumble, but people are wrestling, and
they're not wrestling fans. They're not wrestling.
Some people have it, and some people don't. I love Christian. I don't know if his time is up or not, but Shawn Michaels left for 4 years, and the man came back. Pure perfection.
That's a whole different story. Okay, you're comparing apples to oranges. Story. That's why I'm comparing Edge and Christian, because the thing is, Edge comes back too. He had one match against Jey Uso, and that was trash.
It wasn't okay. I'm gonna move back.
Exactly. No. See, that's my issue with you. You become very biased with your boy Edge, but this is the same thing.
I'm not biased. I'll be honest. I think Edge has been underwhelming since his return, and I think they lingered too much on Randy Orton. Fine. I don't have a problem with that.
But can you admit that this match was better than all of the Edge matches since his return?
It was not.
Okay, then you tripping.
It was not.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna need people who comment right now. Right now. I'm gonna pause this match right now. If you're listening to this on YouTube or any other platforms, I need you to tweet us out at the weekly finisher and tell us, yo, who's on crack? Me or Beast Supreme? Because I tell you one thing right now, I ain't on crack. This man just said he did not like Christian coming back. What did you think? Did you like Christian coming back? And what did you think about the match? Because right now, I am heated. I cannot believe he did not like this Christian match.
Look, man, if the standard is your TNA match and you can't match that match, You got an issue. But regardless, you know, you obviously came in with high expectations here and you were happy about it. I want to make a quick mention about a situation that happened in AEW. We lost a friendship ace. QT Marshall betrayed Cody and the Nightmare family. Do you have any thoughts on this?
It was the lowest rated segment of a quarter.
All right, segment I guess we're moving on it.
Wait, I'm not even done yet. I just want to say it was the lowest segment quarter in the match, and I don't understand why, because I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, and I know it was AEW's worst. It dropped a lot of fans. People tuned out. But hey,
so do you like it?
I thought it was great.
Do you care?
I legit thought it was cool. I thought seeing Anthony Ogogo, seeing all these characters come in and attacking Billy Gunn, attacking Cody Rhodes, and then Red Velvet coming out. I thought it was I thought it was cool. It legitimately felt like, and this may be a little bit crazy, but this legit felt like I was watching Julius Caesar. And the reason for that being is because, and I know, again, another crazy analogy, but I mean, it really did feel like I was watching Julius Caesar, because if we go back to, I think it was before the pandemic, Jake Roberts goes out to Cody and says, and he calls him Caesar, Almighty Caesar, right? And who was if we go back and watch the road to and everything like that, who has been Cody's right-hand man in AEW?
It's been QT Marshall.
It's been QT Marshall. And the fact that QT legitimately et tu brute and attacked him and legitimately just destroyed everybody, like, it was great. I mean, again, that's just me following along and liking the story. But I mean, I guess I guess there was a lot of people who didn't like it. What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you care for it?
I think QT Marshall is fun. I love QT Marshall because I feel like he's the type of wrestler that I like to just sit back and watch. But I don't know if I would push him like this, because I feel like I'm not sure if the audience would care. Like, I don't know if anyone would buy a QT Marshall t-shirt. But I do like QT gas stations. And to me, I feel like if QT Marshall delivers the goods like QT gas stations do, then I'm good with all this.
Okay, you know what? You won me on this one.
They have horchata slushies.
I did not even know that, by the way. I just found that out technically 2 weeks ago when our little sister Gracie shouted out. Shout out to Gracie, by the way. She basically, she friend of the show, by the way. But yeah, she told me about the horchata slushies, and I was like, what in the world? But yeah, big things happening, little things happening.
If we're giving shout outs, our executive producer, Leslie, does a great job here. And she is actually the one that got me to discover the horchata slushie.
Yeah! Shout out!
Good job. But yeah, things didn't go well for Cody. But there is a group that had a great time this week. We had a reunion this week. The Inner Circle is back. And they went after the Pinnacle hard, Ace. They found them in the toilet. So we have previously opened doors in AEW, and Orange Cassidy has been found. Other people have been found. This time we found a whole group behind the toilet door. Yeah. What did you think?
Can I just say, it felt like I was rewatching the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? It was just like when all the backstage brawl. It just felt so good, so organic. I loved how it came to be. It's so good. I've never been so excited for two factions in a long time. Okay. Just
why are you excited about Pinnacle?
I'm just excited because I'm excited that these two factions are there. I'm excited about the Inner Circle. I'm excited about, like, I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. I can't even explain to you why I'm excited. I just am. I'm excited because it's just all these characters coming. I don't know. It's almost like watching a superhero show happening and right in front of us, like Teen Titans versus the Havoc or something like that, right?
It didn't feel like that. It felt like the return of a big comic book like faction that goes to town. I thought it was cool, like all the we gave a swirly to MJF. I think someone got stabbed with like a piece of wood outside.
Yeah, I think it was Daxter or somebody got hit in the head.
Someone from FTR
busted open. Man, oh man.
I came up with this saying because it took me a while to find something clever, but Jericho slammed MJF through like a Pepsi machine, and so now I call him the Ayatollah of Pepsi Cola. Huh? This
Okay.
took me a long time.
Okay. All right. Okay, I give it to you. I
loved it. It was good. And we got Sammy back, baby.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Again, it just feels like, and again, maybe it's just me, but all the pieces of the storytelling are coming together. It feels like a big match is coming on. I have to say it. We need to see a blood and guts with these two factions.
Okay,
we
I was
have
gonna
to see
say,
it.
I need some blood and guts.
I need some blood and guts. TK, hey! Gotta sign it, man. You gotta book it. You gotta book it. That, or I think it's just, I don't know what we could do. Maybe create a new concoction, maybe a new, different stipulation. But these two factions need to go head to head. They have to.
They will. It'll be fun. Jericho, I think, I was asleep after the Christian match, and Jericho brought me back.
God.
So you definitely have
the slander on Christian.
You definitely have someone that like knows how to carry a brand, and someone that knows about wrestling.
Agreed.
And, if Christian brings the crowd down, then you have Jericho bring the crowd up.
Oh my God, I'm gonna need you to Jesus.
But obviously, like I said, Jericho, he seems to be back. He seems to want to be like the top baby face. And Ace, he took us for a spin this week because he is going to be the guest in Stone Cold's Broken Skull podcast coming up.
Yeah.
And that was announced on Twitter by the WWE Network.
Yeah,
Ace,
I know.
what are we doing?
So it's the Forbidden Door, right? TK has said it before. He is the Forbidden Door. If you actually go to Twitter, he actually on his location he has the Forbidden Door. I think it's a great little
What
thing.
does that even mean anymore?
At this point, it just means that he's open and willing to work with anybody. It is what it is, and I think it's a huge.
Is Vince cool to work with anybody?
Apparently, well, I don't know about that, but he greenlighted it. He said it was okay. He told Austin, "Yeah, you can do what you want, pal. It's gonna be okay." So hey, whatever it was, it is. But this is really great. I'm very interested to see exactly what they talk about. I'm gonna be very disappointed if they just spent the entire time talking about stuff from the past.
What do you mean? What do you want them to talk about?
Because I've already heard it. I've already heard it on the. He's
what
already
are they
had.
To talk about?
That's what I'm saying. I would honestly like an introspective look of what I honestly would like to say to the culture, where it's them talking about where are we right now in wrestling. Are we doing good? Who is the top contenders on all the spectrum of wrestling? What, like the topics of who do you think should main event WrestleMania 30 years from now? Stuff like that. Who do you think is big? Like just introspectives of like sense of culture in terms of like everything that has to do with like wrestling in general.
I'm gonna say if you have heard Stone Cold's podcast, that's not what he talks about. He goes back into people's past. Like, I want to hear how Jericho felt about the Undisputed title, when he unified it in 2002. And I want to know, in 2001, I want to know, like, how Jericho's career against Jericho and Stone Cold and The Rock compares. Like, you're not going to get any questions about now. I don't know what you're thinking.
Well, and the only reason why I said this is because if you want to listen to that, what you just said, well, they both have already been on each other's podcast, and they did that already. They already had a look back on his career. He already talked about him and The Rock. He already talked about the unification of him becoming the first ever Undisputed Championship. Okay. So they already had that. That's why I'm saying that if you want that episode, go back to Jericho's podcast or to Austin's podcast because they've both been on each other's episodes and they've already talked about that extensively. That a part 1 and a part 2.
Okay. So then, if you want them to advance, are we getting a crossover then? Are we truly getting a crossover here where is Jericho going to appear with like an AEW t-shirt? Are we getting an MJF cameo?
No.
What?
I think this is a you come on and we talk, but we don't talk about the other company. We talk about what you did here in WWE, and that's it.
Okay, so then you just gave me flack for this. Okay, so they're not going to talk about the future then?
I don't think so. That's why I said I want them to talk about that, but I don't think they will.
Do you think Stone Cold will even acknowledge Jericho's AEW run?
I want him to. I really do. I really want him to acknowledge what he's doing in AEW. And that's what I'm saying. I really want them to talk about the state of the culture.
Well, because
and that is the state of wrestling.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, what have you been up to? He's like, oh, wrestling, traveling the world. Like, no, we know you're in AEW.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to happen. I legit want them to sit down. Here are two people from the Attitude Era who trailblazed and created their own path. And now they coming back and sit down, and now they're talking about the state of culture. Because again, there's a lot of old heads, and we're calling them now old heads. There's a lot of wrestling wrestlers who are feeling some type of way, the new generation. They're feeling some type of way of how people sell, how people react, how they're doing it. They're going too fast, or doing this, or doing that. So it would be nice to see what they think about the current product today. Is it changing? Did AEW change it? Or are we moving into a different generation that doesn't seem that is moving away from what they created?
Well, I want to say, I had asked you before about Triple H acknowledging, you know, AEW. And I think you had said that WWE wouldn't go there. Do you still feel that way?
I don't think they would. I don't think the WWE would ever acknowledge them, because I feel like they're too prideful. I mean, if we talk about the headline that came out this week, Triple H said in a meeting, a behind the door closed meeting, about him saying that AEW was bullying them from their side of the field. So it's just they don't see it that way. I just don't. They see him as competition. They see him as a real competition, and I don't think so.
Okay, the door has been open before. Eric Bischoff invited Vince McMahon for a match at Starrcade back in '97.
Yeah.
So you never see like a Tony Khan, Vince McMahon potential match or something? I
don't think I'll see a TK with the Vince McMahon situation, but I can see WWE saying, not with the big stars, but you can have something with NXT, and in that case, it's like, it's not the same.
So you can do it with NXT. So then do you see a potential Tony Khan Triple H match?
No. I can see a Cody Rhodes and Triple H match.
Oh my God, a Cody AEW and Triple H NXT match.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good.
That would be so good. But the question is, we all know, does Triple H go over?
I really hope he does not go over, because that's the reason why he went over Sting. Triple H apparently has to go over.
That'd be so good. Okay, all right. I just wanted to address that. Good stuff, jam-packed week. So let's get to the question of the week, Ace.
Woo!
Woo! All right, WrestleMania coming up. I don't think Ace is that excited.
It's coming up. Wait, I didn't even remember it was coming up. I thought it was 2 weeks away. I don't even know anymore. It's a horrible WrestleMania build. It's next week. Oh, wow, I didn't even know that, with the horrible WrestleMania build happening this season.
So I'm going to try and bring them back to better times. Question of the week, Ace. What is your favorite WrestleMania match of all time?
I have to say, my favorite WrestleMania match of all time has to be The Rock versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17. It doesn't get any better.
Why do you do that?
I'm sorry. I have to, because it is. It just is. Like, that match, top to bottom, is still electrifying. You go back and you just feel it. It's just great. I mean, granted, you have The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. You have all these great matches with HBK versus Undertaker. Great matches. But I'm sorry. If you go back to the build-up, right? And I say this because if you look back at the build-up that was The Rock versus Stone Cold, there was nothing ever duplicated or replicated to that buildup. You had two prime wrestlers vying for the #1 spot. The Rock, arguably huge. Stone Cold, huge. And they've already faced one time at WrestleMania. This is the second time. And The Rock is way different. Austin, way different. Going head to head. And I'll never forget the SmackDown before WrestleMania. They had a sit-down interview with JR. And I was like, I need to beat you, Austin. Come on. What else? And then you had a beautiful package that opened up. Like, I'm sorry. Top, bottom, finisher. It was great.
You think this is bigger than Rock Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
Okay. You think this is bigger than Rock John Cena?
Yes.
Okay. Our producer, Lassie, thinks that The Rock and John Cena is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. I don't
think it's the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And the reason why I said that is because it is two generational superstars, but the build-up wasn't as great as
it was a year build-up.
It was a year build-up. Yes, I see that, but it was a lot of via satellite, right?
No,
it was right. And the only time we got really excited was when The Rock came back. But then even when The Rock came back, it just wasn't as great as it was when he was with Austin and he was in the trenches. Well, and again, I thought it was a great match. I went to that WrestleMania, but I'm sorry. Till this day, there's no bigger feud than The Rock versus Austin.
To this day. Well, I think you both are crazy. WrestleMania is not WrestleMania without Mr. WrestleMania. So it always has to have a Shawn Michaels match. You guys are ridiculous. It's either against The Undertaker, it's either against Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, Jericho. Personally, I think Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12, 1 hour Iron Man match You just sit back, order a pizza, get some wine, and just enjoy the art. It doesn't get more beautiful than that.
I mean, I guess.
I'm sorry. I think you guys are more exciting.
Well, name me something memorable of the build-up.
What?
There you go.
No. Oh my God.
Tell me. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
This was a screw up that led to Bret Hart leaving forever. Like, he came back for one fight. He came back, and then it led to like the Montreal screw job. This is the ultimate culmination. What are you talking about?
It's not a better feud than the Rock and Austin. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's debatable. That's actually a good question.
It's not.
Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. That's good. But anywho, I'm gonna move on. So we are gonna get prepared for WrestleMania next week, and with that, we are bringing you something exciting. We are excited here. I know. And here on Roger Talks Wrestling on our YouTube channel, we are gearing up to bring you a new show called Tally Marks. Do you get it? Like, we're marks, and these are tally marks.
I see what you did there. Okay. Tell us more.
We are gonna make some predictions about what we expect next week at WrestleMania, and we are gonna tally them up, and then hopefully we'll see where that goes. So after the big show next week, we're gonna bring you live reactions, and we're gonna tally up all of the WrestleMania predictions. And so you're gonna want to tune in for that, and then me and Ace are gonna bring you our predictions right now. Next week we're gonna tally them up, and whoever lost the tally is gonna suffer. There are gonna be big rewards for whoever wins. But for whoever loses, it's going to be rough, Ace.
Wait a minute. What do you mean we're going to have some big... I like the rewards, but what's going to happen? We're going to eat a chili? We're going to eat some salsa verde? What we going to do?
Oh, salsa verde sounds like a reward.
I don't know about that. If we... Oh, you know what? We should eat the world's hottest chip and have some...
Okay, I thought of that, but I don't know. Some people like spicy food, and that might be a reward, too.
I don't like. Well, I'm not very. I mean, I like spicy food, but that's too spicy for my taste buds.
So we are gonna start that right now, and
let's go.
So yeah, tune in, check us out. It'll be next weekend for WrestleMania weekend. Check us out, and so let me
tell you. Before we even go, I just want to say something. Before we go, trust me. If you think right now our videos are good, trust me. When we're live, and I mean LIVE, and that's LIVE. Believe me, you want to tune in next week because it's gonna be good. And I mean good. I mean goo. It'll be fun, and it'll be live. It'll be live on this YouTube.
It'll be fun. We want people to come interact. It'll be different. We always want to do different stuff, different shows.
Thanks.
So we'll see.
We're trying to be like AEW, pushing the pace.
We go up and bring together.
Oh. I don't know about that.
All right, so let's start tallying up these tally marks, baby. Match number 1, WWE Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Who you got?
Drew McIntyre.
All right, I have Drew McIntyre as well.
There we go. Sorry, Bobby. Sorry, Bobby Lashley.
Sorry. The second match, SmackDown's Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Bianca. Who you got?
I have Bianca Belair.
I actually think Bianca's about to suffer a loss. The boss is going to bring her back to reality. Get out of here, Bianca.
I don't know about that.
I know. All right, match number 3. That. Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Who you got?
I have Bad Bunny winning.
Bad Bunny too.
There we go. Bad Bunny going to win. There we go again.
La Raza always wins.
El Conejo Malo.
Match number 4. Cesaro versus Rollins. Who you got?
I have, hopefully, I have Cesaro winning.
I actually have Cesaro winning too. I was reading. I think this might be his first singles match. So good luck.
Hey, good luck.
All right, match number 5. Raw Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. Who you got?
AJ Styles and Omos.
Oh, I'm gonna go with that too. I feel like the New Day, they gave them the title just for this, and I don't want to reward AJ at WrestleMania, so I think that'll be it.
That's exactly how I view it too.
Yeah. All right, match number 7, Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman in a steel cage match.
That's such a lame. I have Braun Strowman winning.
I hope Braun Strowman wins. Like that.
That's a whole. This is WrestleMania, by the way, not a Monday Night Raw.
Oh no, this is an episode of Raw.
Okay, this feels like an episode of Raw, by the way.
I'm sorry. That's all I got. Okay. I believe that's night number 1. I don't even know if
that's night number 1?
But we're gonna move on to night number 2.
Jesus, this is bad.
According to what I know, I might be wrong. I don't know.
Man.
Night number 2.
Oh, man.
The Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. Who you got?
I have Edge winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
I think if you have Roman involved, Roman wins. Roman will win.
Okay.
All right. The Raw Women's Championship. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Who you got?
I have Rhea Ripley winning that one.
I have Rhea Ripley too.
There we go.
I know. All right, I have The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Who you got?
I have The Fiend winning that match.
Do you think it'll be a long match?
It's going to be a very long match.
A Christian long match?
Hey, no more slandering on my boy.
I have The Fiend winning as well. Sorry.
There we go. Sorry. Randy
Intercontinental Championship. Big E versus Apollo Crews. Who you got?
I have Apollo Crews winning.
I think Big E will keep it. I don't think there's that much excitement for this. I don't think Apollo gets a win here.
This is not a super show, is it? This feels like a Raw and SmackDown super show.
It's an episode of Superstars.
It
Look,
just
man,
feels like
this is what I have to offer. All right, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, a much beloved feud.
This is a great match. This honestly will be this. This is the only match I'm looking forward to besides the main event at night number 2, and I have Sami Zayn going over.
Okay. I have Kevin Owens winning. I feel like Kevin Owens has been stuck with losses against Roman. They had him like with Shane, and he suffered a lot. So I feel like he needs a good WrestleMania victory.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to Kevin Owens. The United States Championship, Riddle versus Sheamus. Who you got?
I have Sheamus going over.
Okay. I think Sheamus has been like pretty sentimental lately about like where his role is.
I've noticed that too, that he's been very sentimental. I don't know if you saw the WWE Day of on Peacock, by the way, not on WWE Network, but on Peacock. Shout out to Peacock, apparently, friend of the show. But anyways, yeah, he started crying when he saw Cesaro, and I felt I really
nice, right?
It was very nice, and I legitimately just like, oh man, like I feel parallels of him and Dean Ambrose, where Dean Ambrose was a workhorse, and they were trying him, and yet he finally got it. So I feel like with everybody, all the workhorses have left, Sheamus is picking up the slack. And man, is he really putting in matches?
Yeah, I think Cesaro and Sheamus, I'm hoping they get like a nice victory because the bar was phenomenal. They're both phenomenal wrestlers. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be enough time for. So I was reading, I might be wrong. Some of the stuff is going to be relegated to SmackDown next week. So like the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, I don't think that's at WrestleMania anymore, right?
Wait. Oh, you're right. That explains why it says WrestleMania SmackDown on Twitter. So that means they relegated those matches to
From what I was reading, it's not even on the pre-show. I think it's going to be on SmackDown.
So they're not having a pre-show?
I don't even know. I was reading. I might be wrong again. Anyone's welcome to correct me, but it's my show, so I'm going to say what I can right now. From what I know, they said that they want the first match to be a bang as a return from COVID. And so they don't want like a pre-show with like a random match. So they're going to start off the show with the first match of WrestleMania.
What?
So anywho, there's potential other matches. I think the SmackDown Championship feud, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship feud with Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode against the Street Profits. As far as I know, that's not going to be on the card either. I think there's a Women's Battle Royal and an Andre Battle Royal for the men that I don't think is going to be on the card. But regardless, if you have any comments on those, do you think?
Here's my thing, and now that you mentioned it, they are in for a world of hurt because you are about to get fans who are very amped up, who have been very vocal on Twitter and on different places on how bad they've been wanting to go back and how they want certain things. I am expecting for a night after WrestleMania type crowd going in there, and I'm actually looking for a potential hijack of the show because I'm telling you right now, if they go in there and the matches are not hot, I can guarantee you, they're going to hijack this show because the way it's going, this feels like a WWE Super Show and not a WrestleMania.
That's interesting. All right, just in case there is a match, at WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode versus the Street Profits. Who you got?
I have the Street Profits going over.
So do I. Big favorites. That would be great. Women's Battle Royal. You have any favorite that might come out?
No. I don't. I do not. Who? Natalia?
Oh boy! All right, that's where we're at now, huh?
That's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at.
I feel like we've rewarded. Naomi has won before. I feel like Carmella won the Money in the Bank. You're right. I don't even have someone in mind that maybe Bayley. Let's just give it to Bayley.
Yeah, she deserves it. I mean, she's the only one who's actually doing it.
I feel bad that Bayley doesn't have something prominent. Let's give Bayley the win here. And for the men's battle royal, who you got winning?
I have Riddle, or I probably have Keith Lee.
Oh, Keith Lee would be nice. I don't know if Riddle would be involved. I'm okay with Keith Lee. I have to pick someone else, right? Yeah. No.
Well, go ahead. Go Keith Lee. Go ahead. Keith Lee.
Okay. I'm trying to think of someone that could work here. They did just. Everyone's upset about the Hurt Business, and
I'm upset too. I'm upset that they broke him up.
Yeah, and I don't even know where that's going. But people were even surprised that Baron Corbin is involved. I'm gonna pick Baron Corbin to win the Andre Memorial Battle Royal.
They love Baron Corbin. They love him. I don't know why, but they love him. I don't know why. Yeah.
So that's good. We have those predictions. We're moving on. Great fun. Again, we're gonna tally them up on Saturday, and just make sure. I don't know if you took it seriously, Ace, but there are big consequences if you lose.
I'm scared now. And trust me, you want to tune in next week live, and that is LIVE live next week on this YouTube channel. We go live here. It's gonna be me, Beef Supreme, and it's gonna be me, Ace Styles, going one-on-one. Did our tallies hit up? Did our predictions come true? Did WrestleMania deliver, or was it a WWE Super Show? You'll find out live next week here on Roger Talks Wrestling.
Roger Talks Wrestling. Thanks for checking us out, guys. We'll catch you on our show next week, our brand new show, Tally Marks.
A brand new show. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you comment below. By the way, don't forget, we see your comments. We read your comments, and we want you to comment below. But not only that, you can listen to us, this very show, on our podcast, available anywhere, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Amazon Music. You name it, we got it, fam. Wherever you at, whether you're at the gym, whether you're about to go to the concert, because apparently they're opening back up. If you're at the movie theaters, you don't want to watch the movie because Godzilla vs. King Kong wasn't for you, well, hey, you got the weekly finisher, baby. You got it. We got it.
We got it. All right. I got to get out of here. Ace, get out of here. I'll see you next week.
All right, guys. I'll catch you up next week live. Peace.
And he's so good.